Welcome back, everyone. I felt very much obligated and compelled to jump back on here and provide you with another Apple stock update following my recent video where I showed you my recent update on my shares and how many shares I've acquired since the last update, and also ahead of the news of Apple launching a series of new iPhones with 5G connectivity. Well, it turns out the news continued to bode well as Apple soared on Monday's market open following the weekend. The Nasdaq sector soared with chiefly Apple leading the market rally, and we saw what happened with Apple here. Apple was among the top performers. Shares closed more than 6% higher, and the company is slated to announce its new iPhone on Tuesday after weeks of pandemic-related delays. Today there was a slight sell-off, and Apple did drift slightly lower than its previous high. However, Apple is still way up compared to last week. You can see the noticeable spike here, and this included great action in pre-market hours, including after hours. On Friday, we saw the stock hit 118 after hours, and then it opened up and it ended up going up as high as over 125 and change throughout the day. It did come down a bit after that. There was probably a sell-off after these gains. I scooped up more shares between yesterday and today. I probably should have waited until today to get in at a better price. Yesterday I was getting shares at over 125. Today I got them around the lower 120s. Today snapped a 4-day winning streak. As far as the market, it's been on a 4-day streak of continuous gains, and this Apple release is being called the most significant iPhone event in years. Today, Tuesday, Apple is holding a launch event where it will reveal this year's iPhone lineup. The year's iPhone launch is a significant one. It could be the first major case redesign since 2018, and the expectation that Apple's new iPhones will support 5G cellular networks have investors hoping for a big upgrade cycle. Quote, "We expect this fall's launch to be the most significant iPhone event in years," and that's from a Morgan Stanley analyst. This will be the first major exterior redesign since 2017 when Apple released the iPhone X with facial recognition, and this year's models will feature iPad-like edges with flatter sides compared with the gently curving sides of the current iPhones. They're also expected to release 4 separate iPhones at different screen sizes and prices, a much wider range of devices than in the past. And at least some new iPhones will support 5G cellular networks, which promise faster download times, although the networks aren't fully built out yet in the US, which could disappoint some users. The last time we saw Apple made such big changes to the iPhone was 2014, when the iPhone 6 came out with bigger screens in 2 different sizes. That prompted a major upgrade cycle, a so-called super cycle, with over 231 million iPhones sold in the next 4 quarters. That remained the annual unit sales record until Apple stopped reporting unit sales in 2018. The Morgan Stanley analysts continue to say we expect this fall's launch to be the most significant iPhone event in years. She's forecasting Apple to ship about 220 million iPhones in its fiscal 2021, which would be up 22% year over year according to the Morgan Stanley model. So we're going to be seeing 4 new devices. We're going to be seeing the iPhone 12 mini, an iPhone 12, an iPhone 12 Pro, and an iPhone 12 Pro Max. These 4 new models will accompany the second generation iPhone SE launched in spring 2020 to comprise Apple's most complete lineup of new iPhones ever. So let's go to my Robinhood portfolio now. At one point yesterday, it was up over 130,000, even touching 132,000 at one point, and that led me comfortably to have a significant increase in my total net worth. Today it did come down a little bit lower. We're looking at about 3,500 down today compared from yesterday's previous number, but it is still, the total portfolio is still at 127,672.41. You'll see a change though with some more after hours action happening live here. You can just see a change there. And I did scoop up some more shares compared to the last update. Let's go to Apple now. Apple closed at 121.23 today. I scooped up a few more shares between yesterday and today. So now I have 969.063028 shares. That makes up 92.02% of this portfolio. Average cost, even though I did get in at a so-so price, is still 106.42. And that's from over a year and a half purchasing. Like I said, my average cost just budges a few pennies. Total market value now of just Apple is $117,460, with the cost, meaning the current principal that I put in, being at $103,127. We're now up. This was a lot higher yesterday, but total return as far as just Apple, $14,352.50. About 14% up on Apple. My all-time gain for the entire portfolio, and this includes Pfizer and Store, but it is mostly Apple that is making up the bulk of these gains. is going to be $19,361.14, almost about 18% all time. That number was higher though. Yesterday, I was up, I think, around $26,000 in this portfolio when the stock was soaring. And Robinhood right here, they have this article that was just published minutes ago from the Wall Street Journal. And this is the Apple event. New iPhone 12 with 5G capabilities. You see Tim Cook there standing in front of the 5G display. And you also have a new HomePod Mini. So the Apple company unveiled a new iPhone Tuesday capable of connecting to a much faster 5G cellular network, which investors are betting will spur strong demand. Mr. Cook in the digital conference said, quote, "Today is the beginning of a new era for iPhone." The company is back above the $2 trillion valuation comfortably. Before it was dethroned that figure. It lost that crown when the drop was happening some weeks ago. But now it is a $2 trillion company once again. Analysts surveyed by FactSet on average predict iPhone revenue will rise 15% to $160 billion in the fiscal year that began October 1st. That is about $6 billion shy of the record set in fiscal 2018 when the $1,000 iPhone, the iPhone X, helped bolster sales even as shipments failed to reach a new high. Apple is forecasted to continue to rise throughout the months of October, November, and into December, and 2021 should be a strong start for this company. The share price of $125, just so you understand, relatively speaking, is equivalent to the $500 figure before the stock split. So the stock is back at its highs, heading towards now $600 per share, equivalently speaking. We're very excited to see where Apple will be in just weeks and months from now. What are your predictions? What are your forecasts? Where do you think Apple will be in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months? Let's make our predictions down below in the comments. We just had to hop on here and give you a brief update following the launch of the new Apple iPhones and the launch and rollout of 5G technology with the Apple iPhones. So if you got value out of this video, if you enjoyed it, be sure that you give the video a big thumbs up, smash the like button, just to help with that YouTube algorithm. YouTube will push the video out to even more people, so it does support me and my channel when you do that. Greatly appreciated. And if you want to see more videos on my channel, I post videos now every single solitary day, covering everything from business to finance to investing, entrepreneurship, mindset, strategy, and tips and tricks from my own experience. Hit that big red button, the subscribe button. Also hit that little notification bell as well. That way you're notified every single time I do make a new one. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video.